Alright everybody, welcome back to another turn of Operation Maroon. This will be turn 21 for the Italians. That's July of 1946. Before we get into it, a few minor bits of housekeeping. As always, we'll start oldest to newest. From the German turn, they want their seaplane to land in West Germany in their non-combat movement phase. They just missed declaring that, but that would be dead if it doesn't return to Germany as planned in the housekeeping. Onto the Soviet turn, they overspent by 2 IPP on a rushed airbase, so they're going to be building an additional militia in Moscow to compensate for the increased cost. Okay, and then for the Japanese, they did not account for their income collection correctly. They should have been at 13 IPP instead of at 10. They neglected 2 bonus income for islands, Wake Island and the Solomon Islands, and they also neglected 1 saved IPP. So the total result is, at the end of the most recent British turn, they should have 3 additional IPP saved than are represented on their bank. So that should be correct. Alright, let's jump straight into the Italian turn. As always, we'll start with tech. We'll be rolling for improved construction at a 7 or higher. That is a 1, that is a miss. I have also marked that there is some housekeeping necessary from the Soviet turn regarding tech, but I would like to have input from our Soviet player before making decisions for him, and it shouldn't affect the score at the end of this round anyway, so I'm just going to keep everything moving. Okay, on to the buys. We're going to be... I don't know how those got deleted. We're going to be buying 1 AAA, 1 infantry, and 1 airborne. You know what? I'd rather have 2 militia than a AAA. 2 militia, 1 elite airborne, and 1 regular infantry for a total of 10 IPP, clearing my bank. Alright, on to the combat moves. We have only 1 to declare. 2 airborne infantry are boarding the heavy air transport and then flying from northern Italy to Berlin with the fighter. Hopefully, we have a successful airborne assault there. That is the only combat, so we can go ahead and jump straight into it. We have no first strike, so let's just go ahead and start rolling them out. We have 2 airborne attacking at 3, 1 fighter attacking at 6, and 2 airborne, I'll change the color, defending at 4. They are also elite airborne and are not in a surrounded city because they have an airfield. Alright, so round 1. Miss from the fighter, 2 hits on the airborne. Nice. And a hit in response by the Soviets, but it doesn't matter. Berlin, oh, I deleted the wrong infantry. Berlin is liberated. Fantastic. Okay. Yep. So on to non-combat movements. I think, well, no, at the end of the combat movement phase, these have to land. They're both landing back in northern Italy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now there's no non-combat movements. Everything in Africa is dead. Oh, I still have militia there, lol. Yeah. So we're just gonna call everything done there. Collect our income, place our buys. Pass everything off. Okay, so for our income, we have a base income now of 6 and no bonuses. My numpad's not working. There we go. Okay. Placing all 4 of these units in northern Italy. Alright, and with that, everything should be in place for the next KMT USA turn, and we'll see how everything ends. The score now should be, yeah, 8-6-5 now that Berlin has returned to the Axis. So, I guess best of luck on your next rolls.